Hello again and welcome to the Help with Debt YouTube channel. My name is Steve Thatcher and today I'm going to be talking about personal bankruptcy in Ireland. In the last few months an article recently appeared in the Sunday Business Post in Ireland by a practicing barrister called Brian Conroy, which echoes essentially what I've been saying now for 2 years, namely that bankruptcy laws in Ireland or ERA are archaic and in need of reform. But when reform comes, it will not be far enough, and that reform may well come as early as April for published legislation, but who knows when for implemented legislation. Now, it is well known that the Irish bankruptcy laws set out to punish a debtor and provide whatever realisations may be possible for the creditor after fees and expenses have been paid. To this end, the debtor can find himself without a family home, many of his possessions, large portions of his salary, and indeed his pension. By contrast, if you go bankrupt in the UK, your house will vest in the official receiver, that's true, but generous allowances allow a person to keep a sum from his wages, which will ensure that his reasonable financial needs are met. Now, each case is conducted on its own merits, and the idea is to put the bankrupt on a road to becoming an economically viable individual again. For this reason, a pension is kept safe, as are most personal possessions, even a motor vehicle, and all tools of trade. All these things are considered exempt. The changes to legislation in Ireland now make it the case that an individual will be discharged from bankruptcy after 3 years instead of 12. But added to this, the bankrupt can and probably will be obliged to contribute the vast majority of his income to a creditor for a further 5 years, therefore keeping them in penury for 8 years. The bankrupt will also have to pay up all preferential creditors, such as employees and the revenue, and all fees and costs and expenses of the bankruptcy. I am now taking between 3 and 5 calls a day from Ireland from people seeking advice and assistance on how they can avail themselves of the English bankruptcy laws. For many, it is worth uprooting a family and bringing them to England for a few years to start a new life. They can use the courts here to go bankrupt and know with certainty that they will automatically be discharged from their bankruptcy in just 12 months. There are no fees and costs and expenses to pay unless they have income or the resources to do so. They are free if they wish to locate wherever they want, and indeed a large number of my clients have now gone back to Ireland free of debt that they had accumulated prior to coming here. So, if you're seeking personal bankruptcy, if you are intrigued to know whether or not you can go bankrupt in the UK, give me a call. My name is Steve Thatcher. My number is 0808 150 5577, and my email address sthatcher@helpwithdebtuk.com. Thank you for listening.